Man spots an injured baby animal before making a decision that puts them both on a whole new path. Alan Pursley always loved animals. He lived in Lewisville, Texas, with 2 dogs and a cat. However, his pet horizons were about to expand in a way he never saw coming. Following a long day at the gym, where Alan worked as a cycling instructor, he headed home to relax, but he found something unusual in his living room. It was a baby squirrel, one that appeared to be just a few weeks old. The creature was totally helpless, as its eyes hadn't even opened up yet. A passerby saw it fall from a nest in a nearby tree, but there was no obvious way to return it to its home. So how did it wind up on Alan's doorstep? Fortunately, his then husband worked as a veterinary clinic and took over care of the squirrel. Once a kind stranger brought it in, he then took it home to personally oversee its recovery. Alan never expected his heart to melt for a squirrel, but that's exactly what happened. As he helped nurse the little guy back to health, Alan found himself spending more and more time with the squirrel. Of course, his dogs were a little bit jealous, but they were also quite curious about the new friend who joined the household. They'd never seen a squirrel inside their house before. Alan named their guest after pop culture's most famous squirrel, Rocky from the cartoon Rocky Bullwinkle. Alan coined a ton of nicknames for Rocky as well, including Squirrelito, Sweet Squirrel, and Squidgety Boo. Rocky and Alan bonded over the next several weeks, and he filled his social media accounts with adorable photos and videos of her squirrel pal. Of course, Rocky still got pretty wild from time to time and climbed on off-limits areas, like the counters and drapes. Alan had just the solution, however. The squirrel proved a closest to be Rocky's own personal spot. But the fateful day came when Rocky was mature and healthy. It was time to return him to his rightful place, the wild. Also, Alan tried to set Rocky free. The squirrel was having none of that. He spent too much time inside and around homes. So Rocky was now permanently an indoor animal. Honestly, the development was fine by Alan. He could take the chance to teach Rocky more tricks and make him more comfortable in their home. Alan built Rocky his own little house to sleep in. Though Rocky still spends most of his time with Alan, Rocky wouldn't even let anyone else pick him up. As a result of his taming, Rocky's far calmer than your average squirrel. Alan says his demeanor is always like a cat's, if you can believe it, and that's not all that Rocky has in common with felines. He also completely trained to use a litter box that must have saved Alan a ton of cleaning bills. Rocky still has an outlet for his wild side too. He befriended a few outside squirrels that regularly visit him. Alan constructed Rocky an outdoor shelter so he can spend more time with them. Alan has become a bit of a local celebrity for his squirrel obsession. A friend even painted this portrait of Rocky for him, and it hangs in a place of honor in his home. Alan also makes sure to incorporate Rocky into every season and holiday possible. The squirrel Jack to O'Lantern is all treats, no tricks. Rocky and Alan continue to live happily together years after their first meeting. While Alan will certainly let the squirrel return to nature if he wants, it doesn't look like Rocky is going anywhere soon.